Before the war, Ukraine had approximately 20 operational air bases. Although Russia has destroyed some of these air bases, it has not been able to eliminate them entirely. Due to the ongoing conflict, the exact number of operational air bases is unclear. Recent estimates suggest that Ukraine currently has around 10 to 15 active air bases. Even after nearly 3 years of war, Ukraine continues to conduct airstrikes on Russia. Why has Russia, despite being ranked among the top nations in missile capabilities and possessing the world's second most powerful air force, been unable to eliminate Ukrainian air power? It's surprising how Ukraine has managed to maintain its air power, despite facing much stronger rival. Currently, Ukraine operates nearly 100 jet fighters, primarily Soviet-era aircraft. However, due to the ongoing conflict, Western aircraft are also being added to its fleet. Ukraine has received an initial batch of 6 F-16 from Denmark and is expected to receive a batch of Mirage 2000 fighters in 2025. Russia has attacked and destroyed several Ukrainian airbases, but has been unable to eliminate them entirely due to various factors. Western satellites and intelligence provide crucial data on incoming Russian attacks. If a potential threat to an airbase is identified, Ukrainian forces evacuate the aircraft from that location. To further counter Russian strikes, Ukrainian forces have adopted a strategy of dispersing their aircraft. Planes are frequently moved between air bases and highways to avoid being targeted. This strategy makes significant challenge for Russia in pinpointing and targeting critical assets. Ukraine spans an area of 603,500 square kilometers, ranking approximately 45th globally by land area, making it one of the larger countries in the world. Conducting precise strikes across such a vast territory presents significant challenges. While Russia possesses the largest stockpile of missiles, many are either outdated or have been depleted during the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukraine has adopted innovative tactics, such as using highways for aircraft operations and deploying decoys to protect its air assets, runways, and critical infrastructure. These measures frequently mislead Russian strikes, reducing their ability to accurately target high-value assets. Russia is hesitant to use precision-guided missiles on a large scale due to the uncertainty of achieving substantial gains, the high cost of these munitions, and the risk of further depleting its stockpile. Precision-guided munitions are therefore limited and typically reserved for high-priority targets. Ukraine has deployed advanced NATO air defense systems at key locations. These systems, provided as part of Western military aid, have been installed after the start of Russia's full-scale invasion. Equipped with sophisticated radars and intercepting missiles, they create layered defenses that protect critical infrastructure, including air bases. These systems can track and intercept threats from ranges of 10 to several hundred kilometers and are capable of shooting down advanced Russian aircraft, helicopters, drones, ballistic missiles, and even cruise missiles. As a result, Russian aircraft face significant risks from Ukraine's air defenses and are unable to operate freely over Ukrainian airspace. The deployment of these systems has made it increasingly challenging for Russia to carry out precision strikes on high-value targets. While the West has not shown direct military involvement in the Ukraine conflict, there is evidence suggesting the presence of Western military personnel in Ukraine. The operation of sophisticated Western-donated military equipment in Ukraine also requires technical staff, further indicating such involvement. The presence of Western-donated equipment and personnel at Ukrainian airbases adds a layer of complexity for Russia. It hesitates to target these locations directly, as doing so could heighten the risk of escalation and potentially provoke further Western involvement. Faced with challenges in eliminating Ukrainian air power, Russia has adopted an alternative strategy. Instead of focusing solely on air bases, it targets energy infrastructure, logistics hubs, and urban centers to undermine Ukraine's resolve and war effort. This approach forces Ukraine to divert resources away from protecting its air bases and maintaining its air power.